going on, everybody? Welcome, Ram Fam, to Black Ram GX Streaming. We're here. It's been a wild day for Facebook trying to get everything to work. As you may have heard in the news everywhere, things are not working. I'm still having issues with a lot of aspects of it, but I am live, so we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. Jaden K, my man, thank you for the like. As you can tell, I'm looking in the opposite direction today. I had to switch screens to get David's request here from last week to work. I was going to play Resident Evil 2. I was going to let the people decide. PS1, N64, the remake, and what was called out last week was the PS2 version. So we're going to try to make that work. I've got it set up, kind of. I don't know. It's gonna be a trial, and you guys are gonna watch and hope it works with me. Jaden, cheers, buddy. Thank you for the like, and thank you to Mohan for the follow over the weekend. Shout out to Mohan. Thank you very much, buddy. All right, we're at blue screen, no signal. I've got the old game right here. As you can see, I will now open it by taking the entire top of it off. It is not in good shape. And let's see here. It's one of these old ones where there's two discs and you gotta pop her open. So it says Leon's disc 1, Claire's disc 2. I like to think, though, that Claire went first. So I'm gonna try. I have not played through this since my childhood, so who knows if it'll work. Old black disc, a little scratched up. We got a slim PS2. We have to put the statue of Ganesh here on top of it. You know, old Indian elephant god. It's the only way to make it work. Gotta pray to him. Okay, whatever happens, happens. It's not gonna start initially. I'll put money on that. Maybe I won't put money on it. Okay, then start. So we're gonna chill. We're just gonna wait a second. It's either gonna start or it's not. But I got a feeling it's about to start. Hey, Sadie, thank you for the 50 stars. Cheers. Thank you for the like and follow that usually goes with that. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Oh, it's working. I didn't have a lot of faith, to be honest. This is ancient technology, people. This is... oh, farts. I don't know. This would have came out in 97 or 98. So at 24 years old? That doesn't sound right. Probably closer to 23. 23 years old. I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, look, it's clearly holding up the test of time. Looks great. I do have like analog to HDMI converter in, so it's a little stretched. I don't know if I've ever played the arranged version. Should we try it? Or the original, which I don't remember much of either. Sure. Let's see if I have any save files too. I don't know. Oh, I do remember arrange. Okay, it's the rookie data. So if you do arrange, the only difference that I can think of, I'm shaking my desk around and I'm terrified with this PS2 on it. The only difference I can think of is you start with an SMG with infinite ammo. Too easy. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City.
Wow, how old is this game? Let me look it up. Actually, it's probably on the back of the thing here.
A terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus.
Capcom Co. Limited, 1997-1998. So I would assume it's the later date, 98. So
The raccoon
it's
seized
currently 21.
special stars.
Let's go back 21 years, 2 more years, 23 years.
The case was apparently closed.
And we have
Thanks to the efforts of Star.
the greatest hits version. Oh, you can't see it because it's green. Okay, so the old PS1
But the
greatest hits were
corporations
in
of
green,
Star
which is not going to show up because the green screen behind me. But since it's the greatest hits, I have to assume it's not the first version released. Usually the first version's standard, and then they come out with a greatest hits label the year after. So this copy is probably at least 1 year younger than the game's release itself. Old school, hell yeah it is. I was playing through the first one last week, and I was letting anyone who was in there decide how I played this one. Did I play the new one that came out, when was that, 2019 now? 2 years ago? Remake version of this? Do I play this one, the N64? This one has better sound quality. The N64 one doesn't have good sound quality, and it's a little slow. The graphics are a little worse. We just went old school.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Why would he bite you? And thank you to those of you who are able to share. Facebook is not up to par for me. I didn't even get a notification that I'm streaming,
Anyone here?
so I can't share.
Hello?
So I'm at the mercy of you fine people.
Hello?
Well, maybe I can now. Oh, I forgot about some of this.
Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening?
They're everywhere.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Down.
Fuck what you're saying. I'm gonna shoot.
Head to the
Thank you for the
police
shares.
station. It'll be a lot safer. There.
Honestly, for its time, these were insane graphics.
Okay.
Because before this, the first one, they did live action for all the cinematics.
What's going on?
They weren't able to
And the whole
animate
place
like
went
this.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
So Sadie, how's your weekend been?
First day on the job.
What's been going on? What's been new?
Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Driving like that, maybe he's the maniac, huh?
Hey,
Also, how do you not notice the only vehicle behind you?
Sure. There's a gun
Giant semi?
inside.
better take it with you.
Damn, see you, dude.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna whip us. Run!
Whoa. Oh, thanks me for the like.
Claire!
That was weird.
Leon!
I'm okay.
Hands are on a controller.
I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Admins? Admins, did you do this? Huh, oh well. Cheers. Okay. Oh, bonkers. Okay, the controller was not connected for a second there. Whoa! Got your arm, bitch. This is hard to play on a stretched screen. I almost gotta watch the stream to see it less stretched.
Freeze!
Uh-oh.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Zombie apocalypse
shoot.
crossbow.
I'm human.
We did it first here in Resident Evil before The Walking Dead. Just to be clear. Daryl Dixon doesn't got shit on this Kendo guy.
I thought you were one of them.
I think his last name's Kendo. I don't really remember.
What's going on in this town?
I don't think he tells you either.
I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong,
But it's on the top of his
the
store.
entire city was
There's some
infested
files
with
somewhere.
zombies.
Okay. So, we got a little ammo. Anything at the end? I don't really remember where everything is, so we're just kind of clicking around and hoping we find more ammo. Okay. Here's where we get risky. Those zombies look busy. Sorry, Kendo. Opportunity strikes. No! Take his crossbow and go. Also, is this a note? No? Okay, I'm out. Bye! And that's how you do it, folks. Preferably don't take a hit. But also, don't waste ammo. Keep going, keep going. Get some H-gun bullets out of the Kendo gun shop. Man, oh, okay. Oops. Can I get by? Whoa! You know, sneak by as many zombies as you can here. You don't want to waste too much ammo. If you can go without killing a single zombie, I think you'll find Richard at the end, who is the pilot in the first game that helps you escape. And I think I've definitely already killed one, so he's not going to be there. Check everything, by the way. Oh, I tried him. I had to. It was like close enough where I thought, you know, maybe I can get away with this. Just like looking back over there. You run right through, you show them your balls, because you're so brave. Fuck you zombies, I don't give a shit. And then I also wanted to just kind of quick tap over that police officer and see if he had any bullets on him. Sometimes they do. Ow. I'm a little crazy with it right now. With these hits. We're not trying to take them, but we are. Did you see that? Showed him the door. Back door. So now that we're in the gates of the police station, we are safe. If I go through that first center courtyard up there, I would be up against 2 more. But down here is where Richard is. If you are successful in killing those zombies, which we killed 1. There's those 2 zombies. I'm almost positive there's nothing out there but death, so, you know, we don't try them. We let them go. Oh, this does feel good. It does feel good to reminisce with this old game from back in the day. I think we gotta unlock the doors. Oh, only 2 increments. Okay. We're on survival mode here. I need the key card. Oh. I know how to get that. I gotta see our buddy Starvin' Marvin. Honestly, I'm impressed. I don't want to jinx it. With how little a lag time there is and no freeze scares so far.
Hang
Cheers.
in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago.
Hey, Nilsson.
Jill Barry.
Thank you very much for the like, buddy.
Every Last
Cheers.
Stars team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago.
Don't forget to
there
actually
was
click
this
on the video and hit a like as well.
involving these zombies.
It goes a long ways. Thank you very much, buddy.
In a
Also, if you can
mansion
drop a
located in the
follow.
outskirts of this city.
Think you're gonna hit the follow button? You can type notify,
Chris
exclamation
and the
point
other
notify. Let me be
Stars
clear about that.
members
In the chat, it's in the description.
discovered that Umbrella was
Join the
behind
Ram fam.
everything at the risk of their own lives, but no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But
Just go.
okay, all right, I'm out of here.
Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
It's me, Mario. I'm just trying to help you. Look, he looks paralyzed on the floor. Somehow he locks the door the moment I get up and run out. I'm just saying, call bullshit on that injury a little bit. He looks fine. It's not even his blood. Or is it? Alright. So if we're going the direction of the remake, you would want to go in the door down the side of the hall I'm on. But instead, we're going to go in here. Why, you ask? I don't know. Alright, I don't think we've got any notes yet, so we'll read some of these. Police memorandum, 8/23/1998. So, this came out in 1998. Yeah, 23 years. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. Excuse me. The safe with the 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office to the second floor Eastern office 2247. 2236. Damn it! I was close. It's been years. Many years. So the fact that I was that close has me stunned. I think I can live without the knife in this one. I don't think I should take that either. Okay. We're gonna try some things. Now we're gonna go to the other end of the hall. I only came this way for the box. But I know it gets wild over here. It's a little bit different than the remake that most of you might know. Here, there's a fucking army. Whoops. Okay, no auto. I can run right through the bodies, so they're probably dead. They're probably dead. We'll just walk right through them this time. Nope. Alright, well. I like to see the zombies that I'm fighting, so I know when they go down. I'm kind of impatient at the same time. So when those zombies do that little wiggle, they're one shot from going down. And when there's two side by side, they kind of defend each other from going down real quick. So they take a couple extra bullets when they're in mob. Ooh, we gotta reload. Club. Oh, I thought this was locked too. Yeah, 69 bullets, cheers. So we can see there's something in there. Looks like a gold brick thing. Call it Brick Cheney. If I remember right, there's 3 bricks, like a blue, a red, and a gold one or something, and that's incorporated into a puzzle somehow. It's locked with a diamond, so we need a diamond and a club key when we come back here. Kayla, thank you very much for the like. Cheers. I will cheers you in 3.3 seconds when I hit this door. Oop, 2.3 seconds. I was just that fast. Cheers. No! You fucking bastards. Oh. I knew there's another one around here somewhere. So we gotta get this guy out of the way. More increments. Okay, okay, okay. Good start. You dead there, partner? Nope. Do you see his head turn? That limey bastard. I'm dead, I swear. Just walk over me, it's fine. He's just waiting there, he grabs onto your ankle. If you do. Oh, shit. Samuel goddamn Anderson. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for the like. Cheers. Oh, fucked up. And for the share. Thank you, Sam. And a map. So this is the sheriff's office, which is for some reason also in the police station and not in the sheriff's station. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, let's combine these. Let's put some more in here. So it looks like even though I've been grabbed once or twice, I'm still in fine. So Claire can take a hit. That's good. That's good. Heart is attached. Okay, okay, okay. This guy's gonna have some bullets. For some reason, I get sketchy feelings about going this way. I think I just never liked it. It's locked from the other side. Okay. It's like street view. Okay, and we'll leave those other two green herbs here. We can get them at any time later on our way through, and then we'll have them forever. Or if we need them in an emergency, we can come here instead of going all the way to a box. So we got options. We got options. So did anyone have issues today with the, oh, excuse me, wonkiness of Facebook? I didn't really notice it, but I got news articles about how Facebook wasn't working, Instagram or WhatsApp, early. And then right before I started to stream, it was everywhere. Everywhere. All you could see is about how it went down. And everyone's like, oh, well, apparently there was a whistleblower who talked about how shady it was or something. I didn't know. I didn't really look into it. And then it suddenly went down after. They said, oh, it was some technical problems. But, you know, it's a worldwide company with multiple servers all over the place for the whole thing to go down. It's a little sketchy. I don't know. I was like, huh, I sure hope I can stream later. Here we are. It's working. I thought it was definitely odd. Oh, wait. So grenade launcher will go there. Acid rounds there. Got a very particular set of places that everything goes to. Alright. So here's where it's about to get freaky for those of you. If you scare easy, if you don't like jump scares, then look away. There it was. Terrifying, right? You know what? In the late 90s, it was terrifying. That was the most terrifying thing. That way too long of a pause. Headless man. But he's got bullets. Active drippage? What? Cheers. So here's the key. Most of the time, people pull up the gun and start blasting because they see this monster. Now the key is, woo! Walk around and then run because there's the broken glass there. So they can't see their vision, their response is based on movement, sounds, everything else. They're like a T-Rex, but worse. So when you walk on the glass, it instantly triggers them, but you have to. So you kind of walk up close and then run around. You should be good. Just a perfectly normal hall. Nothing to see here. We'll just walk on through. Having a nice stroll through a zombie-infested police station. Seems to be nice and chill in here. Nothing but empty soda cans and junk everywhere. Things you'd expect to see in a training room? Okay, so we do need a lighter for this, which we don't have. I thought there was more back here. So this is just a storage room with a fireplace in it, in the back of a classroom. Honestly, who the hell designed this place? Operation report. So I believe this is just a couple of police officers talking about how bad it's getting day by day. That they've had to board it up and seal people off. It's nothing too good. It's nothing that interesting that's gonna progress the story too much. Just feels gives a higher sense of like you're fucked, you know. Just shows how fucked you are. Yeeks. Oh, he ain't stopping. Okay, I think they're all dead. It's a heart, I think. Diamond is attached. Okay, so in the first map, first game, there's no indicator of which key goes to what stores. They do have that in this one. Super nice. We got more meds. In the first game, in the beginning of the game, is the hardest part, without a doubt. On the hardest difficulty, whatever, the very beginning is extremely difficult because meds, ammo, or all that are just extremely limited. But in this one, we're finding that's not the case. So this is the second part of the operations report. They moved from that closet room all the way over here. It's getting bad. More officers down. Special key required. So this is a costume room. Costume room, and you can get special, like a sidearm Western pistol looking thing. If you manage to kill no zombies on the way to the police station and you kill Richard, you get that little key. Okay, so I don't feel we need to save here, which is such a risky call. I'm gonna save because I don't know when this game's gonna freeze on me. It is 23 years old. Anything could go wrong at any time. It's on a equally as old, well, probably not as old, probably like a 18-year-old PlayStation. This PlayStation's old enough to buy cigarettes. Alright? I don't know if it's gonna last forever. We're gonna push it to the end. Cheers. Hey, if you ever played this old Resident Evil, you remember it? You have some good memories here. You know, feel free to comment. Tell me about it. Tell me what was your favorite playthrough. Which scenario, who you go through as first. Drop a like, drop a follow, do all the things. Thank you guys. Alright, so here we've got the classic and yet difficult statue puzzle. So the point is to obviously not put the statues facing the wall. But there's these two little surfboards here that indicate where they go. So you just get them to face the statue that's glowing. And its hand there. Nice little jewel. And once both of them are staring at it, the guy gets nervous and he drops it. At least I assume that's what happens. I'm no statue expert, but I have played many Resident Evils, and there's a lot of statue puzzles. Oh shit. Okay, so we got one red jewel. I'll say one because there may or may not be more. So if you read the sign on the outside of the door, which we didn't, this is the STARS office. So this is where her brother Chris and all the other characters from the first game were stationed, which is crazy because there's exactly 5 desks and there was like 30 members. Alright, so you 5 get a desk and the rest of you, I don't know, fuck off, I guess is what the Wesker told him. Because they got nothing. It's just Jill, Rebecca, Chris. I don't know who's got the other one. Chris's diary. And basically this is just saying that he tried to put Umbrella on blast for the catastrophe they caused. The chief wouldn't believe him, basically told him to go home and take a day off. It all went bad. He said, I'm leaving. I'm going to pursue this and try to figure it out, and leaves for Europe. Says something about, oh well, I'm leaving, but hopefully my sister happens to read this book. And we did. Okay, so we have to search his desk exactly 50 times. I know this sounds like some wild shit that I would make up and tell a little kid to get him to do something crazy, but if we search this desk 50 times, we will find something. We're almost there. Halfway. I'm not actually keeping count. I don't know how much. Oh no, wait, it was the other desk. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It is this desk. Bear with me, bear with me. Alright, is anyone counting? Ooh, we found it. We found film. Oh, okay. So here's the picture of the original STARS, Bravo, and Alpha team. So there's 2 teams. So there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 people and 5 desks in a small little room. By the way, for those of you who don't know, this is what's called a fax machine. So people used to send pieces of paper through this before email. Federal Police Department Internal Investigation Report. So basically what this is saying is that the police chief is sketch as hell and he is under investigation. Spade is attached under the hole. Okay, So at this point, the only thing we have that we can do anything with is the film and the unicorn medal. If you remember, there is in the front main hall a big statue. We didn't investigate it, but if you go over to it, there's a missing medal. And we'll put that in, and hopefully something will happen. But first, we can go to this room over here, and we will see what's on the film. That was so hidden in Wesker's desk. I don't think we need this grenade launcher right now. I don't know. Maybe to get past the liquor. But I think we'll try to walk it again. Alright, so you gotta be more in the sync. Recruit. So it's a picture of Rebecca from the first game. And a sports bra and short shorts. Thereby confirming Wesker's a perv. The only time in the whole series that you get any sense of Wesker's romantic life until 6, where he happens to have a kid. Whoa! I used to have nightmares about this shit. Just arms coming through the wall trying to get you. You know how terrifying that is, Ram Fam? That is not cool. Okay, we're gonna walk around the glass. He's up on the roof. Woo! Yeah, ran his ass. Not that it wasn't close. Look, that is a hard hallway to bob and weave in. But we fucking did it. So it might not be a bad decision. Because he was kind of on me, you know? Didn't really have a chance to sneak around his ass. To, maybe kill him. Okay, so put the lime in the coconut. Oh. And the key is landed perfectly in the center. How about that? So we got the spade key. It's kind of a greenish cyan. Not the green itself, so it's the cyanish blue. So there's 2 rooms. Right next to the Star's office that we were before. And one right next to the liquor. So we gotta be careful with this liquor. I know I've been kind of fucking with him and pretending like he ain't a threat, but he is. I mean, if he does that little leap move one time, I mean, even with me at full health, he could just end my day. He can decapitate you straight up in one move. So you gotta be careful not to go back quite a bit of time. I was thinking about killing it, and I'm like, okay, well, hold on. Here's my thoughts. We'll gently walk over there. He's not gonna be anywhere close. And then this door's gonna be right here. We'll just go through the door. And then when we come out, it's another checkpoint, and we'll just walk past or run if we have to. Patrol report. And I don't remember all of these, so I'll read some of them. We received a report of a suspicious or sus individual skulking around the sewers in the outskirts of Raccoon City. I searched the area and located the individual, but he ran away before I was able to question him. I recovered the following items: a small amount of C4, which is plastic explosives, an electronic detonator, 9x19 parabellum rounds, infrared scope, but it's broken. So I don't remember what everything is. I just know I think there's more than one thing in these shelves. Ah, we have an ink ribbon? Okay. A small staircase. So this seems to be just like an evidence, paper evidence area anyway. We'll take the crank. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Okay, so I think that should about clear us. Now we gotta sneak past this leaker again. Gotta use our big brains. He's gonna be right above us. Yeet! Oh, I thought for sure he was about to get me. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing big things, good things, all the things. By the way, congratulations to you guys on tuning in right now. You're in the best part of the game. For me, it's the siege of the police station, where we're at right now. Nothing beats this. The other parts are cool, but... excuse me. I'm very tired. I did not sleep much at all last night. Alright. I am entering a new area. Might be a good idea to save. So that's what we're gonna do. Every time I'm entering a new area, it's good to save, if only, because I'm not sure if the game will freeze. Can't let it freeze. Can't go too far, and then it freezes on us. And we got a lot of backtracking to do. And we do have to waste a save file anyway right before the freeze and try to push through. So this door is barricaded that I just passed right there. When we go through this door we're about to go to, we'll be on the other end of the barricaded door. Oh, a little girl. Let's go save her. Hey, you motherfucker. Yeah, learn your fucking lesson, boy. This key is useless. Throw it away. Police station's a trash heap anyway. Hey.
Leon!
It's Leon. Oh, fuck, did I shake my desk?
Claire,
Anyway.
you made it.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay.
Have you seen a little girl named Leon around
I'll
here?
go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
What'd you say?
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio.
Ram fam, it's
That
been
way
23
we can
minutes
decide if something comes up.
since we've last had a share, like, or anything. We need to get a new one. Numbers are low here. Not looking good. We need some help. Doors nailed shoes, shot. It doesn't look like I can pass through here. So there's a small hole under the door. Small enough for perhaps a little girl. We'll use the lock pick. Certainly will. certainly will. Now we got some fire rounds. So this can all be put in our bazooka. Grenade launcher thingy. I'll be honest, I severely pooped my pants the first time I got in this library. Not for just simply walking in the library, but because of what happens after. We got a red herb. For those of you who do not know, in Resident Evil game, if you are new to Resident Evil series, a red herb does nothing on its own. But combined with a green herb, triples the effect of a singular green herb. Oh, cool. What's over here? Ah! It's so loud. That made me shit my pants so hard the first time. Had a full-on blowout. Alright, so the two close. In the middle. And the outside, stay outside. I think we can literally just move these two right once. And voila. Couldn't be easier, folks. Couldn't be easier. I don't know if I've ever struggled with this puzzle. So we got two ways we can go here. We can go out this door, or we can go up the stairs, not that door. For the moment, we're going to do this door. Nothing here. And the footsteps make them sound like they're everywhere. Oh, Sadie, thanks for the 50 stars. Cheers, what's happening? Ali giving you a hard time? Oh, we got us a diver. Hold a diver. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. I don't really know much more than that of the song. Hold a diver. You know, trying to get my husband to drop stars on you. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. I'll take it. Thank you, Sadie's husband. If I've seen your name before, maybe I didn't know it. I probably know it, unless he's also anonymous. Which could be. James never been in here? Oh, okay. Alright. Well, hey, James, good to see you. Good to have you in here. If you are, if you're not, then I am wasting my breath, and I apologize. Okay. So let's see. No, he is James Barker? Not yet? Okay, okay. I'll hold back. I'm just a cool, calm, collect person. Chilling. Trying to get him. Thank you. I believe in you. If anyone can do it, you can. If you can't do it, no one can. Thinking about the path I'm taking. I don't like it. I'm gonna go back. Like, come over, we got booze. I'm kidding. Hey, that gets me. If someone says, hey, we're drinking tonight, I say, okay, what should I bring? Nothing, I already got the beer. I'm heading on over. No hesitation. No surrender. Just beer. I went to a nice little drinking festival this weekend called Oktoberfest. I mean, okay, everyone's heard of Oktoberfest. They're everywhere. But it was a pretty big one over here in my state, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Played a game called Hammerschlagen, and I won. It only follows one person, but that one person left Facebook and went to Twitch. So now we got stars on Facebook sitting there. Oh, okay. That's not the real one. There's what probably the realest Oktoberfest is probably in Germany or something. Because it's all German. I had a lederhosen. It was the first time I wore it in public. That I wore out there, and I was like, God, I hope somebody else wears a lederhosen. Otherwise, I am going to look so dumb. And luckily, there was a lot of other people. I mean, we determined the number was 1 in 40. But probably not that high. And so we went. They had like a music hall, beer tent thing going on all outside. So it was pretty nice. And they've got this game called Hammerschlagen. I played it before. It's a little different. You have this big hammer with like a V-shaped back end on it. And they've got the hammer marked on the handle, how far up on the handle you can be. You gotta hold it on the stump. You're putting a nail in a stump, essentially. I don't know if I mentioned that part. And you just gotta lift it up and land it. And I got mine in first, so I got these drinking gloves. Everyone had these drinking gloves I ran into. They were just these kind of thicker, fingerless gloves. Everyone only had one, though. When I won, I got 2. It was pretty dope. I was just excited to be able to have gloves like everyone else. But you're in Wisconsin, right? The real one is throwing up blackout drunkenness. I think a lot of people were experiencing that. So much beer. That's the only thing they served was beer, no mixed drinks. I'm like, I cannot imagine how much beer they go through. Like, we were there at the festival grounds at like it was probably like 3:34, and they were like constantly, they had like, I don't know, 100 porta potties, and they were constantly emptying them out and refilling them. I'm like, this is the worst job. Whoever this guy is who has to do this amongst all these drunk people having fun doesn't get paid enough. The real one, almost everyone wears lederhosen. Are you talking about... Wait, where's the real one? Are you talking about in Germany? Or... Wait here. There was a lot of people in lederhosens that were mostly older. Yeah, I felt like one of the youngest people there in a lederhosen. Yes, sir. I'd love to go. I'd love to go to the Germany one. If they are just all getting blackout drunk, that'd be really fun to watch. And participate in, but fun to watch. Cheers. Oh shit, that's all the crank's good for? It's the one cranking? It won't work, it's broken. I went to the one in Italy though. Wow, I do not remember much. Italy does one too? That's pretty cool. I can imagine that's a wild time. How drunk do they get in Italy? I mean, they're drinking at like, what, 9 years old there? So, it gets bad. I remember the dog handler had to take me home. The dog handler. Wait, did you know this dog handler? Or like there's just a random dog handler there who's like, let's get you home, ma'am. Like, how did that go down? If you can hand money over, you can drink. That I can do. One of my finer talents in life. Handing money over and drinking. And do both those things pretty well. I don't like the handing of money over, but I do like drinking. I went to an Oktoberfest in Milwaukee one year. It's like 4 or 5 years ago. They had a full old school like polka German band playing, and I bought one of the big, I don't know, it's not a Stein, but the giant mugs. It was like 2 3/4 of a beer, just an obnoxious amount, and you bought it for like $24. You got that in a full beer, and then it was $10 to refill your beer every time. It was some obnoxious price, and every time I went up, I said, I don't know what I want. You can make me whatever you want. And the bartenders were always like, all right, I guess if you're not going to help me out, then I'm going to give you the strongest, darkest beer I can find. And they loaded me up with the strongest things imaginable. And I got a little bit drunk. Like drunk, but not like super drunk. And then from the amount of dark beer I had and old polka music playing really loud right next to me, all the people talking, everything else, I developed the biggest fucking migraine of my life, and I couldn't leave, couldn't go anywhere. It was just stuck there, no water to drink, just beer. And I couldn't get past it to get more drunk. That was a nightmare. Wow, that was close. Whew. No, it was military, and he was MWD, military working doggo. Oh, nice. And they are all police like me at the time. Shoot, they did tickets, buy it before, best ever. Oh, hell yeah. I'd like to do that. I'd like to do Oktoberfest in another country. Thing is, it's just so many people. Even where I went to, which was huge for it, but I don't like these crows. I'm gonna pop them. But it was still probably really light in comparisons to bigger cities or probably non-COVID years. You know, there's probably still a lot of people who are sketched about going out. I'm going to turn this corner. He's going to come right at me. Damn it. Got him. Yep. Thing is, it's fun to go to those things if you're real drunk. For me, I don't like big crowds. So it was, it's okay. If you're so drunk you don't notice the crowds, and you're just zoned into what you and your friends are doing, it's a good time. I like games too. So like when they had Hammerschlagen at this one, oh, that was fun. Which I played it before. I played it at my cousin's house. What we did is we had a regular hammer with claw on the back. And you had to flip the hammer in the air and catch the hammer. Wherever you caught the hammer is where your hand was stuck. Like you had to swing down with wherever you are on the hammer at that point. That was a lot of fun. Overseas, thousands of people would be drinking. I can imagine that would be insane. Well, I guess I feel like I would see, you know, 1,000, 1,500 or so. Thousands, plural? I don't know if I've ever seen that. That sounds insane. Throwing those wooden telephone pole things? Yeah. I've seen plenty of that. The place I went to was known for flipping cop cars. There was none of that shenanigans while I was there. I wasn't out super late either. I wasn't there till like 2 a.m. when it was dark and the people were out. Throwing axes drunk. Throwing axes sounds really fun. I did see we passed a throwing axe bar. Isn't that crazy? Like, most throwing axe places, at least that I know of, are all also bars. Like, let's go get drunk and throw sharp, blunt objects. I love it. I've never done it, though. I so badly want to do it. And throwing them spear thingies. Spears? You mean Brittany? Throwing Brittany? Oh, and picking up these whole rocks, round rocks? You're just picking up rocks? Wait, how drunk were you? Also, I like your elf sticker. Ah, beautiful. Why are you guys picking up round rocks? I don't know. Round rock things and dudes picking them up and putting them on barrels? I've got to look up what the relevance is there. Hey, Justin, my man. How are you doing? Thank you for the share there. And the like. Appreciate you, man. What's been going on? How are you? I gotta say, you know what? There's probably a lot of my boys, my girls, my regulars, the Ram fam, that might not even know that I'm on because of the whole Facebook thing still fucking up. So, those of you who show up, thank you very much. You're the real ones. Cheers, cheers. Huge, super big rocks. Oh, is it like a strongman competition? Like a drunk strongman competition? At this Oktoberfest in Italy you went to? Because I've seen that, like, World's Strongest Man thing where they're picking up big round rocks. I'm well, thanks. How's it going? It's going pretty good, pretty good. We're talking about Oktoberfest at the moment. We're playing through the old Resident Evil 2 on PS2. David Williams was in here last week. Shout out to David. He was chit-chatting. He picked this version over the N64 version and over the newest version. So this took me a while to set up. This is a pain in the ass to get my PS2 up and working. We did it. I wasn't sure if Facebook was going to work today. As you might know, it's been kind of a bummer. But it all came back literally, I think, right before my stream, so it was fantastic. So we had a bit of a scare there if we were even going to be able to stream. But everything's turning out all right, so we're doing good. Yeah, kind of. Oh, so it's kind of like a weightlifting thing, but not quite. Interesting, interesting. Nice, I've never been, but I like Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Ooh, this is the first one I went to. I've never been to it. Well, okay. I went to an Oktoberfest that was more like a... It was more like for the German community. And then the one I just went to is more of just like a city holiday. So they're different but the same. Drinking beer, lederhosens, music. Oh, and starting on telephone pole, log in the water with another person. You gotta stay on the log, or I think there was 2 people per log. Like log rolling? Am I way off base here? I think I know what you're talking about, and maybe it's not log rolling. I can't describe it accurately. But I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, down for a couple hours or so. I heard it was like 6 hours, but it was only like for certain people. From what I was seeing on the news and what I was reading. Oh, I'm out of space? Oh, shenanigans. Alright, well, we only have 3 safe spots. We'll do what we can. So, it seemed like the news and everyone didn't really know what was going on. It was just a lot of speculation. Apparently there was some Facebook whistleblower who came out yesterday and started talking a bunch of shit. I don't know. I didn't look into it. Didn't really care. Oh, shenanigans. I thought there was a quick way to open up the map, but I am finding out there's not. Okay, let's see here. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go this way. Here's what I'm thinking is a phrase, a quote from Resident Evil Outbreak. If you remember Resident Evil Outbreak, the AI would just say the same 5 or 6 phrases over and over and over again. And there was the 40-year-old, bigger, bald security guard. And he would always say, "Here's what I'm thinking." And then he wouldn't say anything else. There'd be some text on the screen. They had like 5 or 6 voice lines and then a bunch of text that would come up to fill in what they're trying to say. It was funny. But I don't know, the log would roll. I don't know if it was supposed to, like one person wants the other person to fall off the log. Mark, that's his name. Thank you, Justin. So they're not really fighting each other. They're just both trying to stay on the log. And it's just a matter of stamina and skill. Is that it? I don't know. If you can find a video of it, send me that to my messenger, and I'll take a look at it. Because I think I know what you're talking about, but I feel like I could be like way off. I'm not sure. Yeah, there was no mics, so I had some kind of voice commands. Oh, there was no mics. I guess you're right. I was never able to get on PS2 online, so I have no idea. Right? You got it? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about now. I think I get it. Just a perfectly normal interrogation room. Nothing could go wrong. It's perfectly fine. I'm just kidding. I knew that was happening. I knew that was going to happen. This is not my first time. Yeah. I'm glad they kept that in the remake, though. Legitimately made me shit my pants so hard the first time that happened. This game had so many good jump scares. Just a ton. Just a ton. Really made you feel uncomfortable. Huh. So I can't imagine. How would you ever successfully, without just following each other around and doing a single file line, play a round of Resident Evil Outbreak? Because if you played with the AI computers, they didn't follow you. They just went off and did their own thing, and you would come back and find one getting mauled later. Or you would find him already dead. And you're like, oh shit, what happened here? Looks like he had a broken broomstick and that's it. So, I feel like if you're online and you're playing with real people, you just have to follow each other. One guy's the leader. I don't know how you'd communicate with each other. Was there text back then? Could you text each other like, all right, you take point. The rest of us are going to follow you with our broomsticks and iron wrenches. Or pipes, iron pipes. That's what it was. I'll send you a video of the log rolling. Hello, hubby. Hey, James, what's going on? Thank you for the 203 stars. Cheers. Appreciate it, James. How are you doing? Good to have you in here. Good to see you. I remember right. Sadie mentioned you once before when we were talking beer, and she said your favorite was it a Japanese beer? Am I right? It was something like that. I can't quite remember. That's the detail I remember. When it comes to beer, I remember that pretty well. It's part of the fun, people wandering around and die off No texting game, I believe. Ollie always gives me a hard time. Yeah, he does. But that's okay. That's what kids do. You know? No problem, doing well, James. Awesome, awesome. So, Sadie was saying you had one streamer who ditched Facebook to go to Twitch. What game did that guy always play? Or did he play a series of games? Out of curiosity. I've been all over the place. Holy donkeys. Alright. Don't be more back here. Ah, son of a bitch. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm dead. I'm dead. I forgot how bad that room was. I'm gonna come back better prepared. That was brutal. I remember there being like 2, but they maxed out. If I remember right, there was like a max of 7 they could put in any given room. And they're just like, alright, here's the smallest room in the game. What we're gonna do, load it up. Who cares what the players think if they don't like it? That's why we give you a grenade launcher. Yeah, that is right. So say you said I should drop the rest of my stars here. Yeah. I mean, you might as well. You can sprinkle them along over a series of times, popping in. You can drop them all right now if you want. It's completely up to you. And hey, thank you if you do. I appreciate it. Okay. I know what I gotta do. I don't remember like 6 zombies either. Yeah. What the hell was that, Justin? I thought it was like... I kind of remembered that there was 2 around the back, but I was really hoping I didn't remember that right. And I thought there was only like 2 in the front. So when I saw just endless shoulders for days, shrugging their way towards me, I knew I was gonna have a bad time. So we're prepared now. The bolt gun I got shoots like 3 bolts at a time. Should slow him down. I'm gonna put a hard should out there. I have no idea if it's gonna be successful, if it's gonna work or not. I think I'll have a better chance. I don't know. That's awesome. Awesome that James came in and dropped the rest of his stars in here. Appreciate you, James. 203 is a wildly random number. Not the 200, but the 3. Then again, I've seen some all different numbers. I think I had a friend give me 69 stars once. I've gotten 10 stars. I think it was... Whoa! Last week. Thursday? Was it Thursday? Someone came in and dropped 10 stars. And someone else came in and dropped 220 stars. That was awesome. Just really random numbers. Guess you expect, like, I don't know, even numbers? So when they're random numbers like that, it's funny. As long as it ends in a 6 and a 9, it's hilarious to me. Alright. Let's just get prepared when we go in this room. Want to bust some heads. Take these zombies out. I am scared I'm gonna jinx it if I keep saying this, but I am thoroughly amazed how well this 23-year-old PS1 disc is holding up. It's doing so good. I've been waiting for it to crash for the last hour and a half. So far, it's holding up. Okay, I think, if I remember right, what we're gonna get out of this room that we're going into with all these fuckboy zombies is the C4 we need to get past the crashed helicopter. Okay. Let's see what happens, muchachos. Sent you the link? Alright, hell yeah. I knew it. Block a C4. Looks like someone's already been chewing on it. Thank you again, Sadie, for the link. I'm going to check that out right after the stream. I am very interested to see it, because, like, I swear I can imagine it. But not quite. And I'm sure whatever I'm thinking of in my head isn't quite right. 2 more around the corner. Haha, nom nom nom, yummy C4. That's some garbage. He deserved it. Ah, we got another film roll here. Okay, so we're just gonna head back, develop the film while we're right next to the room. We'll dump off everything we don't need, because the next room we're gonna go into is gonna have some stuff. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. We probably don't need this crossbow anymore. The bolts, I really don't know when you really need that. The crossbow is kind of super optional. Film A looks like just the arm. Code G, human body experiment. So it looks like an arm with a claw and some eye coming out of it. The eye looks bloodshot. Eye looks like it's been on a bender for a few days. It doesn't know where it's at, and it just needs some hydration. Oh, whoops. Don't need the crossbow. Don't need it. So now that we've got this pathway around, we really don't need this cord in that hallway. There's one other hallway, and it's really only useful for Leon's campaign. So the cord is kind of meaningless from what I can remember. I was thinking about saving. We're not going to save in Claire's playthrough. There's 2 hallways, and the other one goes down to the basement. Yeah, maybe I should save it for there. Now I think about it, I'll probably need it there. I don't know. Okay. I unlocked it. What's in here? This is where we left our friend Starvin' Marvin, hungry for some stuff. Shutters in the back hallway for the cords. Yeah, there's either the liquor room, which we don't really need to go down that way anymore, and I left a liquor there, so like, let's not go that way. Or there's the one down to the basement, which I haven't gotten to yet, but I think that's the best place to use it. Just unlock that in case for some reason we got to go. Marvin. I should have got these handgun bullets right from the start. Marvin wanted them for himself. Rude. Rude as shit. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard. So it was his first day, and they promised to take good care of him, but they didn't follow through because here he is, poor little Leon, navigating the zombie apocalypse all on his own. Lies. Hey, Marvin, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you're looking good. Able to stand up and everything. Oh. Damn, you got a cold? Yeet! Oh, I don't like this camera angle. Ah! Why does it keep getting worse? I guess the music will stop when he's dead, right? Poor Marvin, they did him wrong. I know. Did you ever see... There's Resident Evil 1.5, so they made the game to almost to completion. They had like an ending and everything and scrapped the whole thing. They're just like, I don't know what we've been doing in the past few months. This fucking sucks. Scrap it, restart it. It's over. And they didn't even have Claire's character right away. They had Street Racer lady. What's her name? Elza something or another. I'll get there. I don't know. Her costume's in the remake for Claire. You can see it there. And in that game, Marvin actually has a huge role. There's actual survivors, and you're trying to group them all up to escape the police station. Marvin's out actively helping you collect people, and he like makes it to the end. There was like gorilla zombies, which is obnoxious, and you had to save Annette. She's not this villainous person. Like, the characters had completely different roles, completely different personalities. It was fantastic. There's a lot of parts of it that are fantastic, and it is playable. You can download a playable version of it. There's no voice acting or anything. It's just text. Leon's kind of a dick. Like, at one point, Marvin's like, well, we gotta go save these people. And Leon just says, why? So Leon's kind of a heartless bastard. It's crazy. Yeah, he was a big part of it. They were like 80% complete. Elza, I think. Also, Kendo had a big role. That's right, Kendo did have a bigger role. And in this game, they just kill everybody off. Which, you know, killing everybody off doesn't make it more scary. It's more horror. It's more of what they were going for. If everyone survives, it's like, what are we doing here? This is some happy-go-lucky crap. Nah, we're not about that. Oh, what's going on over here?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
It's okay, common mistake. Everyone points a gun at me.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me.
Okay,
It makes
okay.
no difference.
Oh, I thought we were gonna
You'll
guess.
end up just like all the others.
That's kind of rude to say. I'm right in front of you.
That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably.
This guy.
Just look at her.
What a dick.
She was
Telling
a
me I'm just gonna
true
die?
beauty. Her skin, nothing short of perfection.
I can see what you mean through all the pixels, my man.
But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it?
In a manner of speaking, there is.
Nice.
Either by putting a bullet through her brain,
Oh,
or by decapitating her completely.
at least you got options.
And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please. I'd really like to be alone now.
What does taxidermy have to do with... Oh, cutting her head off. I get it. And everyone's headless. Okay. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Interesting. Well, he seems to be fine. He seems to be okay. So we're just going to leave him there. Stuffed animal. Look, can you imagine stuffing an entire gigantic Bengal tiger? What are you stuffing in there? How do you have enough of whatever you're stuffing? Is it concrete? Just pouring bags of concrete in that thing? It's definitely not concrete. Imagine moving around a concrete tiger. Skin would just burst. Ugh. You know what's a completely random thing that came up at work today? Someone was talking about their old boss or something like this, and how they shut down their business for a day. We don't need to read secretary's thing. It's worthless.
Wait. Let me go.
I'll tell you after this.
Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now.
Oh, thank God. I suddenly don't want to run.
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
You know, in the PS1, Claire is the second disc and
My
called
name's Claire.
Disc
What's
B.
yours?
But if you do Leon A and Claire
You
B,
know where your parents are? They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant.
does Sherry
Near the
exist?
city limits.
I
The
guess she
chemical
does.
Plant? Then
I guess
what are you doing here?
maybe that is the right way to do
My
it.
mom called.
Maybe she
and
doesn't
told me to
exist
go
in
to the
Leon B.
police station because it was
I don't remember.
too dangerous to stay at home.
I guess no matter what, in
Look
the
of
B
things,
scenario,
I'd say was
she might be
probably
there.
right,
Sherry.
but it's dangerous here as well.
In the A scenario of Leon, Sherry doesn't exist.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is.
Rawr.
But I saw
You're
it.
about to hear him.
Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What
See?
was that?
Rawr.
That's what I was telling you about.
I can perfectly
It's
do the
here.
impression.
Sherry, wait!
Anyway, so at work, someone was talking about how their old boss made everyone take a day off because their dog passed. And they had a dog funeral with a dog casket and a dog service, and somebody actually sang songs for it, which is crazy. So my only thoughts on it is I want to have dog funeral money. Imagine that. You have so much money, you can shut down your business for a day and hold a service for it. So I looked it up. You can get dog caskets on Amazon for like $1.50. And by that I mean $150. But isn't that fucking crazy? There's dog caskets on Amazon. What in the world? I had no idea. Blew my mind that was a thing. Just found that out today. Thought I'd share that. LOL. What's behind Exhibit A? Chief's Diary. It's all over. Those imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they've ruined my town. Soon the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may even be infected myself. I'll kill everyone in town if this turns out to be true. And that was September 23rd, the next day. It was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I made sure that no one from the outside will come to help. With delays in police actions, no one will have the chance to escape my city alive. I've seen to it personally that all escape routes from inside the precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'll make sure no one gets out. So this dude's a dick. He's not only a dick in the ways that we know, but through the scripts we can read here, he's also the reason that the entire police force got fucked over and killed by the zombies. Otherwise, they would have stood a chance. Probably a good chance. I'm one person with a gun, and I do pretty well. The next 2 days later. I've had a change of heart about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back through the heart less than an hour ago. I watched him writhe in pain upon the floor in the pool of his own blood. Just a crazy normal thing that I like to do. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter is still alive. I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy. Yes, frozen forever in the pose I choose to give her. This man is insane. That's why he's talking about taxidermy. He is going to stuff her ass. He literally wanted to be alone so he could take her body away, cut her open, and put whatever stuffing is inside of her. I don't know. Cotton? What do they use? I don't know anything about taxidermy. I'm the absolute worst person to ask about any of that. Okay, so the heart-shaped key is going to get me in downstairs. Yeah, he crazy. He's comes off more belligerent and like fringe in the remake. Like he's at any moment gonna snap and do something absolutely crazy. And in this one, he seems more cold and calculated. Like he's a true sociopath, first of all. And he's got a plan for everything. You know, he seems more panicky in the remake. So you get a little bit two different sides of this man. Personally, I think I like the remake version a little bit more. Or this old version more. The remake version, I just like that he doesn't hold back with the language and he's just cussing you out with the worst things imaginable. It's interesting. Games don't really hold back these days. Playing a current Resident Evil is like watching a movie on HBO. No holds barred. They're just gonna put it all out there. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know why this area freaks me out so much. Like, I get a bad feeling when I'm in this area, but nothing ever happens. It's probably because of Resident Evil Outbreak 2. Resident Evil Outbreak 2, if you've never played the Outbreak series, it was like a multiplayer game in PS2 that was online only, way, way, way ahead of its time, but very fun, and they would have these scenarios. There was 5 scenarios in 1 and 2. 2 was a glorified DLC. It was basically the same thing with slight adjustments that definitely did make it better. And one scenario is this whole police station. So they took this, moved it from the PS1 to the PS2, made it better in a lot of ways. And then you and 2 friends or 2 robots with other actual CPU police officers are trying to escape the police station as it all goes to hell. In that particular area, there's crows that will come at you, but there's a police officer, I think, if I remember right, standing outside shooting them down for you. Yeah, so there's nothing there. A club. Oh, shit. I might have too many items. I think there's a... Ooh, you hear that? There's a item box in there that would have been able to take my stuff, but there's another one up ahead. See, this is how the dogs are supposed to be. If you watched me play RE1 Remake last week, the dogs You shoot them 2 or 3 times in the face, they just push on until they are gnawing on your arm or your neck. In this one shot sends them down. Gives you what's called a fighting chance. You need it. These things will tear you apart if they can just take bullets. They got me once. Didn't do too bad. Alright, alright, alright. So we're heading towards the item room. Nice. I had no idea that that was actually there. I just pressed that button. So I'm going to pause it quick. I'm going to run to the bathroom. Those of you who know me, you know me well. I'll be back in 1 minute. BRB. All right. Back. Ready to go. I was just thinking. I know these are Astros and really good headphones, but I am amazed at how well the audio holds up for this game. Like the background noise and everything is pretty sharp. No, if I remember right, I don't think there's any down here, because he's above me. That's the other thing. If you can get on top of the dogs and you just shoot down on them, or in fact, one of the best weapons against the dogs is the knife. If you get a dog one-on-one, you can shoot him once, and then he's on the ground. You just walk over and you just stab him again and again, and he can't get up off the ground. For the longest time, I thought this was a dark hallway right here. It's just the corner when there's no light shining there. But I thought it was a hallway that led somewhere, and I was so confused as a 10-year-old kid why I couldn't go through that dark hallway. So this has been embarrassing, revealing stories from my childhood. This has been a Walmart ad. I don't know if I should save here, if I save later. Ah, fuck it. We're accumulating what's known as a shit ton of ink ribbons. Should be fine to burn a few. Cheers, by the way. I can't remember which part. So either this part right next to me is a Ada playable area or it's a Sherry playable area. I don't remember which one's which or where is what. I think this is Sherry. Good thing I saved. Good thing I saved.
Everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
Let's go.
No, I won't.
You got some attitude, little girl.
Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. because of my daddy. He's
Both
over
are playable,
there.
I believe.
I
I
heard him
think
call my name.
the
Daddy
Ada
must
one,
have
if I
been
remember right,
attacked by the monsters. I
is
have to help him.
over by. There's
Wait,
4
Sherry, don't go
plugs,
alone.
and they're chess pieces.
Jerry,
You can't go there as Claire, but there's a little area where you help her hop over. And Ada goes. And I don't think it's this spot. You can reach this spot as either character. But they both start in a different area and end in a different area. And it is significantly worse to do this to Sherry because you're just this unarmed little girl going up against these fuckboy dogs. And if you're Ada, you have a pistol and some ammo. A picture taken fairly recently. And we can't really look at it, but it's there. Hello. Alright, so there's this puzzle on Resident Evil 0, and that is the hardest puzzle that I struggle on all the time, and it's not even hard. There's a trick to it, and for the life of me, I can never remember it. The problem is, the last 1 or 2 times I was playing 0, I had a couple beers, so it didn't help my puzzle solving. We've all been there, right? It's like going to do one of those escape room things. You don't go in there stone sober. You have a couple beers and see if you can do it with the odds ever against you. It's a true challenge. I've only done those escape rooms one time. It was a bathroom, kind of like the movie Saw. Horror bathroom thing, body parts, bones, brains, and all kinds of stuff. And we got all the way to the end. We just need to figure out the code. We found everything, the code to get out of the room. And we figured it out in the last minute and 30 seconds in the hour we had to escape. The guy who thought of it was the guy who was sitting on the toilet. I'm like, of course. The guy sitting in the man's thinking spot figured it out. Toilet's a great thinking spot. He got us out of there. In time to not fail. I haven't done one since, but I want to do more. You always need a group, though. Otherwise, they stick you with random people, and you just gotta hope that they're social and willing to help you and smart. So I went in with it was a group of friends, but it was like friends of friends and everything to fill out our group. And there was some people that thought they knew what they were talking about, but they were dead wrong the whole time. So you gotta make sure you're going with a group of people. You know. That aren't gonna guess wrong. Ah, here we go. I remember there was a reason to come all the way to the other person's starting area. Oh, I feel like if they gave you more time, you could do it with 2 people. Do it like a date night thing. Oh, fuckboy dog. Coming in clutch. I sure didn't want to use that, but I don't want to die. God damn it, it could have made it away. But you never know. You never know. If I didn't use it, I would have got hit by another dog. Claire.
Claire, are you there?
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I
Oh.
did find something else for you.
Justin
Here.
Herbert, touchdown.
Here's another.
Apparently Monday Night Football got delayed because of lightning in LA.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
It got delayed in a brand new covered stadium, so the lightning couldn't possibly affect the game.
I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore.
hilarious.
Don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
Sherry. Oh, also, you may have seen this, Justin, and anyone else who's seen Resident Evil 1.5, but did you ever see that the G-Virus monster, that's her dad, always calls her Shirley? Doesn't even call her by the right name. Shirley. And it's awful. That part is legitimately awful. But comical. In the best way. Okay, are we all good? Hey, Debbie! Thank you very much for the follow. Cheers. How are you doing? And the like, and the share. Holy bananas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers to you. Cheers to Debbie. Debbie, what is going on? How are you? I've already said that. I apologize. I'm like a robot. Hello, everyone. You're welcome. Oh. Are you a old school Resident Evil fan by chance? That what drew you in? Good, and you? I'm doing fantastic. I was telling these guys earlier. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stream today. Facebook was having some issues. I got this set up on my old PS2, trying to mix this together with my trying to mix this together with my more modern PS2 setup is a little difficult, so it took me some time to get it all up and running, but hey, everything's looking good and sharp now. Yes? Nice. So then, question for you. What is... Oh, this is just feels risky. What is the correct way to play this Resident Evil 2? Is it Leon first or Claire first? At first I was thinking it was Claire first, but as I thought about it more, I'm like, maybe it's Leon first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, march through. Oh, okay. Okay. We're still in a bad spot. So there's a liquor right outside this door. No. No. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. You just stay there, Mr. Liquor. I'm gonna get that grenade launcher. I've been saving it, and I've been avoiding the liquors so far, just kind of running around him. This one, he's really clogging up that hallway. I don't know. I kind of forgot that they suddenly were there. Gets me good. Hey, Moan, thank you very much for the like. Thank you for the follow, by the way, this weekend. I gave you a shout out over the beginning of the stream. Cheers. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I wasn't sure how I was going to play this one either. The stream decided last Thursday we were going to do this on PS1. I have this on PS1, N64, and then obviously the remake. But if you ever played it on N64, you'll know the sound quality and the visual quality is not as good. So you gotta make do. Actually, I want to check the map quick. This club key can be used 2 places. Oh, I can't check the police station. I think there's 2 places. There's the item box right outside the stairs. And there's that green door just around the corner and down the hall. So we gotta check that out. So Debbie, follow-up question. What was your first Resident Evil game? First one I owned, I have right here. Director's Cut. You can't see the greatest hits because it's green, and I'm on a green screen. But it is the greatest hits version. So I got like the last possible version, the fart noise one. Each. You ever play Resident Evil 2 Remake? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a fantastic game. I did a playthrough of the whole series back in, was it March? I think. It was right before Resident Evil 8 came out. I played through one remake. I got the original one on PS1, the big long case. I purchased that special for the playthrough. So I did 1, the original remake, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like I did some other ones, but I don't remember. What'd you think of it? I love RE. Oh, and it's 0. I forgot I did 0 first. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all of them. Those are good picks. Those are good picks. I liked all of them a lot. Hey, Gilmario? Am I saying that right? Cheers. Thank you very much for the like. How are you doing, my friend? I liked all but 6. I mean, I shouldn't say that because there's parts of 6 I did like a lot. Like, I liked Leon's first 1 or 2 chapters of his campaign a lot. Oh, little monster. What did I do to you? I like the university, running around the town. I liked the church. Under the church, I don't know. Some of the boss battles were endless. Like Simmons, if you remember Simmons, that dude wouldn't fucking die. It's like, I'd rather fight, I don't know how many other, like 6 bosses than feel like I'm doing nothing to this man. But I guess maybe that was the point. Hey, give me, oh, from Brazil, nice. What's going on in Brazil? Is it warm up down there? It was pretty cold for a while there. I saw you guys got some snow. Got a little frost. I think I'll take the side pack and leave Leon the machine gun. What about Code Veronica? I did play Code Veronica too, because technically I played after 3 but before 4. Technically that was supposed to be 3 or whatever, and then there was a whole thing where they sold an IP to GameCube and it was supposed to be 3. It was a whole thing. So but we know that it's a legitimate part of the story. I have collected I have a all collection on PS4. Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. Damn. So, I do have on my Xbox here, let me think. I can't pull it up while I'm on the old school PS2. You probably can't see that too well. But, oh, my thumbsticks are green too, so my thumbsticks disappear. Remake 1, Remake 2, Remake 3... Code Veronica, which is like a 360 version. It's old. HD 4. HD Make 5. I think 6 is just 6 still. 7, 8. I got all the DLCs for 7 and 8. I don't think 8 really has any yet, does it? Is it coming out with some? You beat them all? Oh, hell yeah. They're quite fun. Once you start getting into them, they're addicting. And if you can get into them, it's hard to stop. Like, this has got to be my favorite franchise of all time. Hands down. I don't think there's anything I like more. Because this is one of the first game franchises I got into. My first game ever was Super Mario Land on the Game Boy Color, and then Pokemon Red. Eventually I got a PlayStation 1, and I think my first game on there was Spyro. But this is like my first adult game, which I got way too early because I had siblings that played it. So I was like, no, it's not scary at all. Parents, it kind of looks scary. And it also says M for mature, and you are 9. No. They just put that on there. I swear it's not that bad. Here I am, 20 years later, still playing it. They're making Code Veronica X Remake. I did hear that. I haven't seen any more on it, but that is super exciting. I can't wait. Code Veronica X Remake would be legit, because that game actually took a while. It was a long game compared to the classic, 3-hour beats. So I want to do it. Gil Mario, a classic, never dies. I'm right there with you, brother. These games are just good. I will play through the original one a million times. Over and over. I don't care. Hopefully they're remaking it. Sometimes they get boring when you keep on beating them all the time. That's true. I have to space it out. So it might be 1 or 2 times a year max. I'll play through a good chunk of them. I probably won't do all of them. If there's a new release, I might do them all. For 8, that was a big one coming out, so I went through and I played them all over the course of a month and a half here on stream. And that was just a good time. I just had fun doing that, so. But yeah, I don't know. This time I'm just doing a few of them for Halloween. We're doing. Oh, what did I call it? In the description somewhere. I don't know where it is. Something Halloween. And so, we got to start out with the bangers, the classics, and then get on to the other ones. Justin, did you play Silent Hill on the PS1? I did not. My first Silent Hill was Silent Hill 2 on the original Xbox. And I was immensely more scared of Silent Hill than I was Resident Evil ever. Zombies and whatnot, it seems... It's not realistic, but it's more realistic. If that makes any sense at all, then... What, oh, fudge, I need a lighter, don't I? Damn it. But yeah. Zombies are physical things, and then Silent Hill just kind of fucks with your head a lot more. I mean, you got these monsters that you can tell are close to you in a foggy area because you have a radio on that gets staticky when you're around them. But catch-22, they're also attracted to sound. So you know they're close, and you know they're getting closer, but they're getting closer because of the sound being made from them through your radio. It's ridiculous. So you gotta know what you're doing, and then figuring out your way around is a pain in the butt. You get a good map. The map shows what areas you can't go to as they get blocked off and everything. So it's got some nice features. But then Pyramid Head comes out, and he's going up and down the hallways and apartment buildings that you're traveling through and everything. And it's this big fucking dude. If you guys don't know what Pyramid Head is, you can Google him. He just has a massive metal pyramid on his head. Kind of like nothing on his torso and a long skirt, and he carries around a gigantic sword. And you watch him murk people. And you're like, huh, don't want to fuck with him. And yet, you got to. And the ending is some cursed girl who's in a metal cage surrounded with barbed wire, who I think she attacks you with barbed wire. I might be confusing this with the movie. I hope I'm not. But I might be. I think 2 and the movie are similar in that way. So it was horrible. I stayed up all night. It was like all night through the darkness with 2 friends, and we were maybe like 12 or 13. It was my game, and I refused to play it once. They handed me the controller multiple times. Said, "We did enough, it's your turn." And I said, "No." I'm having a great time watching you guys play. It was the only time in my life where I was really spending more time watching other people than playing myself, and had no interest in playing, but was completely locked into watching. I had to know how this game was beaten. I was just so terrified to do it myself. And we beat it in, I think, one night. It was like 5, 6 in the morning when we finally beat it. And we were dead all day. But, hey, we conquered it. And then I never played 1 or 3. I did play a little bit of The Room, which was freaky. I've done Homecoming. And by the way, that was just memory. I had no idea what the actual code was or what the puzzle is. I'm just like, I think it's middle, right, left. Silent Hill is definitely more disturbing than Resident Evil. You need to play Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 3. The Room is okay. Anything after that is trash. Homecoming I thought was okay. I got some really wonky ending. I didn't get the aliens ending, but I got some wonky ass one. It wasn't a good one. Then there was like Downpour or something. I played that. I don't remember it. And I don't feel like there's been one in a long time. Because what? There was supposed to be Silent Hill PE. God, how long ago? That's been like 6 years ago that Silent Hill PE was a thing. PT, playable trailer. And it never became a thing, and then the director left, and it all fell apart, and the Silent Hill franchise was dead. Apparently. Because I've never done anything with it since. PT, thank you. So it was really sad. Really sad, and I'd like there to be a new one. They scrapped it. Kojima was supposed to do it. That's right. Did Kojima do all of them? Are they like all his baby? Or what? Like, why couldn't they go on without this guy? You know, major franchises like that seem like they can usually press on. Like there's a plan, like, well, we lost Kojima. That sucks. But not really, because we've got somebody else who worked really closely with him and knows what they're doing. But who knows? But Konami is trash and only cares about mobile games. That's true. No, Metal Gear Solid is his games. Okay. I thought, now that you say that, that sounds correct. I never really played a Metal Gear Solid. I've played a little bit of some. I've watched other people play them. But it wasn't one I grew up with. So on account of that, I never really got into it. Like, you can only get into so many franchises, right? It's kind of hard. There's just not enough time in the world. So you got to pick a few and go with them. Resident Evil was one of my big ones. Man, PS1 era. Well, we talked about some of the old PS1 games that you used to play that I used to play. I like the Final Fantasies from the PS1 era. I mean, it was just crazy, weird worlds. Everything is so funky. And, like, once you've played a couple Final Fantasies, you see they repeat a lot of things, and it all makes a lot more sense to you, but it's all still vastly different. So those were fun. 7, 8, and 9, probably the best ones ever made. I think anyone from that generation would say so. Legend of Dragoon was absolutely baller. Ape Escape, I never played beyond the first one, but I played the shit out of Ape Escape. I only played the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games. I never gotten any of the Final Fantasy games. They aren't probably the easiest to get into. I mean, they're extremely popular. They've got, what was the last one? 16? And how many spin-offs? It was one of the first games that ever came out on Nintendo. I did play the first one. I bought it for like $10 from a used game store, and I don't think you can save. I don't think there's a save feature. Maybe there is. And it's as plain Jane of an RPG that you could ever think of. It might have been one of the first ones. It's just ridiculous. You could probably beat it in one sitting of like 5 or 6 hours. I have no idea what to do, how to do it. The game gives you no direction. It is mind-blowingly confusing. But the newer ones, by the PS1 generation, all that get a lot better. And it's not so bad, but you got to be able to get into the fact that nothing makes sense from the real world to this game. And just enjoy the wild ride of whatever the fuck is happening. I've heard most people say FF7 is the best. I would agree to that. And I wanted a PS4 pretty bad ever since they remade it. I haven't gone out of my way to drop the money on one. Or probably PS5 now. Just for that. I thought that they had a temporary contract and it was going to come to Xbox, so I was just like, oh, I'll just wait it out. But now it's been like 2 or 3 years. And then, what else? On the original Xbox, I was a big fan of, fucking boner donkeys. What are these guys doing here? Okay, hopefully there's not any more. 7 was really fun. It was a wild ride. Basically, 50% of the game was on the first disc. There was 3 discs. The next, like, 40% was on the second disc. And the third disc, you had, like, an airship, and you could go anywhere in the map in the game that you've gone previously and see what's happening out there. There was a lot of things you could go back that would have been changed since the last time you were there. Secrets to find, secret bosses. Just in general, a lot of extra stuff to do. I mean, you could spend hours and hours on the third disc, or you could just go fight the final boss and win the game. That's it. The final boss, Sephiroth, is like super legendary. I mean, they brought him out for Smash Bros. He was in the Kingdom Hearts games. They just keep recycling him because he's such a beloved villain. There was just a special charm about that game, and it's probably the worst looking one. It was a very early PS1 game. But yeah, there's just something about it. It's pretty good. 3, holy shit. Yeah, it was long. I do have it on Xbox, and you can like fast forward it. which is pretty nice because these old games can be so, like, if I could fast forward through all these door scenes, I would. I mean, it kind of destroys the effect,
Claire!
but you know what I mean.
Sherry, you're
Cheers.
okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
It was pretty cool that we've had some new people popping in here. I always feel like Resident Evil's just a hopping game. I get more new people and more followers, more looks and everything whenever I play these, which I love. Like Debbie coming out of nowhere, super clutch. That was awesome. Shout out once again to Debbie. Mohan following me over the weekend, popping back in, dropping a like here. Gil Mario. I think we had someone from Brazil in here last week. I don't remember if it was him or not. So either that's the second person from Brazil or he's back. Super cool. It's talking about the renegade officer Albert Wesker. Nothing too important there.
Claire!
I'm going down there.
LOL, a lot of the early 3D games for the PS1 looked kind of bad in their defense. That's true. The people in that game, the people in Final Fantasy VII are all miniature. They've got like a fat hand, a paper-thin connecting arm, and they were all just these minis. They looked kind of silly, but again, there's some charm to it. You're going through all this, going through some craziness. There's some psychological stuff to it. And then all of a sudden you have these titans attacking the planet that you've got to stop. And that's not even the big bad. And it's crazy. You know, anytime you've got gigantic monsters coming out of the ocean and attacking you, it's wild. So, before Pacific Rim, there was Final Fantasy VII. Just want to be clear on that. Oh, she's nasty. I should probably be ready for this fight. I am not. Yeah, most of the streamers I watch are RE horror game streamers. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I get into those games. Here's the thing. I've played through these a million times. And every time I watch a streamer playing one of these, especially the originals or the older ones, I get stuck watching them quite a while myself, actually. And I'm a person who's beat it a million times, watching somebody else who's beat it a million times. And for some reason, there's the nostalgia kick that's so hard that I can't help it, that I still get stuck watching it. But, you know, sometimes you see people doing it a different way and you learn something you didn't know over the last 20 years, which is really cool. Resident Evil 4, I feel like I've found every single hidden thing in the game, and I've probably found the same hidden things I've found before. And I've still convinced myself I've never seen a hidden gem or something that I find. So I feel like I find something new all the time, but I probably don't. Just probably something I think. Like sprites? Yeah. Yeah, I like sprites. In regards to Final Fantasy VII, I think so. I think. Which isn't something I do too often, so this is a huge moment for me. Now I've got to figure out, do I sprinkle? You'll have to give me some advice on this, Justin. Do I play a bunch of Resident Evil games all at once for like the first half of October? Do I sprinkle them in here and there, do a little bit of Resident Evil here, a little bit of Resident Evil there, and do some other horror games in between? How should I do it? You know? I don't know.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl.
Girl,
I'm not letting anyone leave my town.
I'm a woman.
Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up. You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my...
He's got like a
beautiful
fucking
town.
deagle.
How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius
This is big.
behind the project.
William Birkin.
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out, the monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G.
Not sure, maybe some here and there. Could also play Dino Crisis. I could.
Umbrella must be trying to
I
cover
don't
its tracks.
own the old one. Maybe I could find
I
a working original copy and play it on the PS2. Otherwise, I'm sure there's other ways I could play it. Whatever those are. I've never actually beat it. Here's the thing about streaming. Is since I'm doing it for a crowd and an audience, I can't be a bitch. So I have to finish these games that I've never taken the time to finish in the past. So if I go back and play Dino Crisis, I would have to finish it. And here's the other thing. If there's you or other people in here who have beaten it, and I get stuck, I would actually have help being able to get through it. So that's the thing. Also, I really enjoyed The Evil Within. I wasn't a fan of the second one, though. I liked the first one a lot. I didn't like the beginning. It's a really slow start, which I don't like. But once it gets going, it's fucking gold. The second one I did like quite a bit, but I don't really remember the story or anything that much. I beat it when it first came out, and that was the end of that. I didn't particularly, I can say, like the Fire guys. There was the section with the firefighters or whatever who were... Oh, get off me. Probably gotta go back to get Sherry. Shirley. Yeah, if you're trying to cram in the most amount of games, you should probably stick with the games you know mostly. That's true. I like trying new horror games, if only because I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I thought so. I was not sure if maybe she was just gonna show up behind me and be like, "Oh, Claire." I couldn't remember. You know, I'll probably play the Claire A, Leon B playthrough here of the PS2. PS1 on my PS2. That'll probably take me through part of Wednesday. Maybe be done really early Wednesday. Since as I got on late, I'll probably go to like 9:20, 9:25 here today. So I got about half an hour. And I don't think that's enough to beat this game. Because we still got the sewers, the lab, etc. So, take us a portion of tomorrow to beat Scenario A. And then we could probably beat most of Scenario B in one day because you can do that a lot faster. And finish it on Wednesday. Then while I'm on the PS1, I could play old school Resident Evil 1, old school Resident Evil Nemesis. I could see if I have any other horror games, but I don't think I do on the PS1. But I've got a lot of options. A lot of options on the Xbox. And obviously willing to get some more if there's any other good ones out there. I don't know. You know what I'm curious about? I'm going to look it up while this loads here. Or this does this.
Still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right. Trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait!
Oh shit, we got something good coming up for the end of October here. Have you ever played Parasite Eve? I played it pretty far. I got through, there was like a boss fight in a park. I think that's pretty far. I really don't know. That was like a 3 or 4 disc game too, if I remember right. But yeah, I got that far. I think I was playing it on an emulator on my phone or something. And then got sidetracked with something else and just never went back to it. But I never beat it. But I think I got pretty far. I don't know. Yeah, 2 if I can remember. 2 discs, okay. It was a 2 disc in like a 4 disc case or something. I think. But anyway. Have you ever heard of the Dark Pictures Anthology? There's 2 games out so far. The first one... Can't remember the first one, what it's named. Or what it's about. Second one's Little Hope. It's a little town. Oh, the first one's Man of Medan. You're a group of like college friends who are going out on this boat in the Caribbean somewhere to search for a crashed World War II plane. And then suddenly pirates take over your boat in the middle of the night while you're trying to sleep. And it's 5 characters. You can play it between 2 people and it'll alternate who's playing what character. Or you can play it in a party system where you pick who's going to play what and swap the controller around. Bye, Sherry. Both of them are really good. M. Night Shyamalan style twists. They're very fun. And the newest chapter, chapter 3... which is called House of Ashes. It's involving the military and some kind of monster. Comes out on October 22nd. So the guy I game share with, I think he's gonna buy it because I think he bought the last couple. But I know he's really excited to play it, and we always do these games together. So I'll be able to do a co-op of that coming up. We'll probably do it in like 2... Whoa! You fuck boy. I knew there was one around. I didn't know that he was there. That scared me. Yeah, I've heard but not played. Ooh, high recommend. High recommend. If you have someone to play it with, you know, you don't even need someone to play it with. It's just better when you play it with somebody else. Here's the thing. If you play it with somebody else online, they see something completely different from you. Like, you get to start out and you're saying, I'm starting with this character or this character. You're going to play a whole bunch of different characters. Doesn't matter who you pick. You're going to be able to be everyone. Oh! Sherry. But based on which side you pick, you're going to see things that the other person's never going to see. You guys are split up. You're together at random moments, but you got to lead your characters to each other. You can kill your characters at any time. I mean, you can kill all 5 characters. You can kill 1 or 2 of them. There's sections of it that are really hard to keep them alive. Like, you got to be flawless. Your decision making and your reactions and responses to characters' and fringe moments need to be perfect. It's difficult. It's fun. There's a mystery the whole time. You never know what the fuck's going on. You can sometimes figure it out. Man of Medan, I figured it out. There's usually 5 chapters or something like that. And by like chapter 2 or 3, I figured that one out, and I was right. Little Hope, I was wrong the whole time. Everything I tried to guess to try to figure it out, wrong. I had no idea. That one got me. Not scared to admit that they pulled one over my eyes there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Because I know how they end, it's not as fun to stream, probably. Oh, I think I need a lighter to be down here. Oh, maybe not. But if you have at least one other person to a whole room of people, it's fun. I've played through those with other people in the room. I've tried countless times, and I've just about given up on it. Trying to get a whole room of 5 people to play it through together, and everyone takes a specific character, and it's just keep your guy alive. That's on you. Usually everyone gets too silly with their booze and passes out. So you need a sober group of people. You need them to commit to it for the night, or just find one other person. It's significantly easier. Sewer manager facts. Fact number 1. You want to make it as a sewer manager? You gotta put up with no bullshit. But I would highly recommend them. I'll show you when this comes out. The 3rd one. I did stream. It's on my YouTube. Little Hope last year. So if you're curious, you can go back and find that one. Man of Medan was well before my streaming days, so that one you will not be able to find. Not with me, anyway. I'm sure there's another YouTuber out there. But it's really cool because the games can go in so many different directions. You know? It's like Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, where every decision drastically impacts the game. Yeah, I forgot that I probably need to heal. Oh, I'm all better. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me think. What else? What else has been a good horror game? And I know I went the wrong way here. It's come out in recent years. I mean, the Resident Evils. Obviously. There's many good Silent Hills. I'm trying to think of what I can play on Xbox. If it's a PlayStation exclusive, I'm shit out of luck on that one. Unless I can get it on PC. I'm running a lot of CPU. Oh, damn. That's the whole reason I grabbed the lighter. I thought I could go up there to Leon's area. Okay. Nope, that's out. You know, if you look up horror games in the store, you do get a lot of absolute crap. So, it's hard to say. I do have one I haven't played. I keep talking about it. I've been talking about it for a year and haven't gotten to it. A little number called, what was it? It's not Sinking City, but it's one of those... Cthulhu writer guy. I can't remember his name. H.P. Lovecraft. It's one of the H.P. Lovecraft based games. There's Sinking City, which was a newer one that came out, and then there's another one that's very similar that was a little bit older that I got there on the old Xbox, and that looks good. I played it for all of 2 minutes once before, and oh, son of a bitch, I forgot something else, but I'm glad I remembered it now before I got much further. The valve. You gotta have the valve. Otherwise, you're running all the way back. I'm glad I thought of it. I started walking along, and I'm like, am I gonna need anything up here? Yes. Yes, sir. Outlast wasn't too bad. Outlast. That's good. Oh, thank you for the like, Susan. Cheers. I started Outlast way back in college, probably like 2013, 14, with a couple of friends. We had some drinks. We were trading through who had to play. I think I ended up having to play the most. Nope. Alright, we'll check the end here. I thought this was right. Call of Cthulhu. I don't think that's what the... I can't remember what the name of it is. I would have to open it up and check. Maybe. That doesn't sound right, but it could be. I don't know if Cthulhu actually has anything to do with it. I feel like there's Sinking City, and then this is like exactly like Sinking City, but not Sinking City. Hold on. Pure curiosity has me. I'm gonna look up H.P. Lovecraft games. And I will know it when I see it. Sherlock Holmes? There's a Sherlock Holmes game. That is one. Huh. It must be Call of Cthulhu. Let me see the cover art. Oh, I am such a monster. Alright, you're right. It was Call of Cthulhu. My bad. Cheers. Once I saw the art. Guy holding the lantern with the old trench coat. Why does everyone keep doing this?
I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me
Oh, slow down, ho.
You're here to steal
I'm no
my
spy.
husband's key virus,
If I
aren't
was,
you? You are tenacious, I'll give
I
you
don't know. I'm definitely not. Put the gun down.
Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's
Annette,
impossible.
spelled
I told her
A
to go to
space
the police station.
N-E-T.
What's she doing here? William will be
Oh,
after
thank
her.
God.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own.
There's one I got free with my Xbox Game Pass. Not sure if that's it. Oh. Yeah, I played through like half of it. It's not too bad if you like H.P. Lovecraft. I do like H.P. Lovecraft. I like the madness of it all.
This way.
You got through halfway. I'll have to give it a shot. Can't be much more than like It might be like a
Precious
two-week
G-Virus.
game. Who knows?
No one will ever take you away from me.
I need to just commit and start playing it one day. I keep talking about it and not playing it.
He is. So you finally come. Doctor,
So,
we're here to
that's
get
what she
the
said.
G-Virus sample. Sorry, but I won't just hand over my...
Oh, no regrets. No regrets.
Stop. You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Hold on. I'm going to dig out the 30 bullets from your chest. Don't worry.
Team, have you retrieved the sample yet? Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute. Roger.
Very good atmosphere and mystery. I like it. That's what I like. I like mystery, not knowing what's going to go on, what's happening.
Are you telling me that
I like
he
trying to figure it out.
injected the G-virus into his own body?
LOL.
The G-virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that?
What was that?
Get out. Over there.
What?
Shoot! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing?
You first
Hurry!
12 bullets don't stop it, but you got a full magazine. Maybe you keep shooting. I don't know. I'm no special forces guy.
What is this thing? Fire! Fire!
I think the other guy wised up. He's like, oh fuck, I'm out of here. But then he continues to stay there. He dodged the first one and just watches after that. And also, why don't we get mutant rats? You know,
So those rats.
I always love the intro and
carriers of the
outbreak with the music
virus?
playing in the scene with that, like,
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation,
it was like that
William should have lost any
very
prior memories he
soothing,
had as a human by now.
almost opera-esque
Tried to
music.
save him, but,
I love that too. I watched that opening cutscene
But
a million
that's
times,
what
every
it
once in a while,
is.
and it's happening
every G-virus bioweapon,
currently.
including
It's
mine,
happening very much currently,
has the
now that you brought
ability
it
to
up.
implant embryos into
When I
other
think about that
bodies.
theme song, I have to go back and just YouTube that intro.
what are you trying to say?
It's good.
The bodies of individuals with non-related
Yeah.
genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo.
Man,
Since
it just took that scene that we just saw and just stretches it out
existent.
in the best way
It's an
possible.
inherent survival instinct.
And then the camera starts by following these rats around as this whole thing's going on. You're watching from the rats' point of view for people who don't know. And at the end, you know, the camera comes out of the sewer through the grate and starts at the bar that you start at in the first scenario. And you have to do each scenario to unlock the other scenario, so it's a perfect intro to the game. So, like, no matter what you want, you're starting in that bar. Which the bar is by far my favorite scenario because you keep moving from place to place to place. And it's easy. Which I tell you, doing that stuff by myself was not easy, so. Don't tell me what we need to use and what we don't need to use. Surprised it doesn't say Professor Oak says you don't need this right now. I will save that. Just makes sense because it takes place at the same time as Resident Evil 2, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think it was a really smart intro. What if I told you it took me maybe 15 years or so to figure out
Sherry!
the explosive barrel. What if I told you I literally dumped as much ammo as I had in to kill this thing for years? It was maybe not until the remake came out. It was fine because I got the unlimited rocket launcher and just blasted away that way. But still. No good. LOL. Did you know about that back in the day? Did you know that that was a thing? Like, I never paid attention. I couldn't hit those things,
Wake up, Sherry.
hit the buttons on the way through in the first place, so I didn't even know it was a thing. You did know? You're just saying yeah so you don't shame me too hard?
My stomach.
Appreciate you.
It hurts.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. Come on. Let's go.
Come on, let's go. What do I do with Sherry? She stick with me at this point all the way till the lab? I mean, it's kind of risky. Sewer manager, diary entry number 1. Still in the sewers. Still hate my life. Why did I agree to work in the sewers? This I do not know. Why is Sherry alone? Sherry? Ma'am? Got her. Oh, you know what, Justin? I just thought about. I had to say congratulations. For what you might ask, if I remember right, you're a Jets fan. That was a pretty big win for the Jets. I mean, Wilson's starting to get it. It's starting to click on games where they're not against, like, ridiculous competition. Because there's, like, those Super Bowl teams that none of these rookie quarterbacks are going to be able to beat right now. They just, none of them have the team around them. Like, Trey Lance and the 49ers, maybe. Probably got the best team around him. Patriots, Mac Jones, best coach. But that was a pretty big win after some of the games they've had, you know. I was shocked to see they won, and I just wanted to say congratulations because Zach Wilson then is the second rookie quarterback to win a game against a non-rookie quarterback. Justin Fields was first, and he only beat him by 20 minutes. You know, Trevor Lawrence, the god that he was supposed to be, hasn't won a game yet. Although, he's gotten pretty close. Mac Jones has lost every game that wasn't to another rookie quarterback. Trey Lance has not started a game yet, officially. But he hasn't taken over a game and won either. So, You know, it's just Zach Wilson and Justin Fields right now that have started and played a whole game and won as rookie quarterbacks. I was pleasantly surprised. He made some good throws. Honestly, if you just watch the highlights, which is shamelessly what I watch, of those games, like the Bears games, I watch those all the way through. I watch the highlights of the other games. You know, especially if they're playing at the same time, I really can't watch them all. But Zach Wilson, he looks good when he's not being chased around for his life. He's been looking pretty good. Alright, so here's my new issue. I gotta go all the way back. I need a lighter. The lighter sets off the thing, gives me the secret key, etc., etc. And there's some bodies around here that are gonna have some ammo. I am gonna have to fight through a couple more corpses, but you know what? We've got so much ammo, we're not gonna use it all anyway. Maybe I've been bamboozled. I thought one of these guys had ammo. There's one at the end. Could be. Feeling hopeful. Sad and defeated. Yeah, Justin Fields looked good. He made some really good throws, some really tough throws, but you know, if we weren't playing the Lions, that might have been a harder game. Ooh, Justin Herbert's got a couple good throws for me. I got him on my fantasy team. And I got Darren Waller, so I was already winning by 40 points, so I didn't really need either of them to go off, but, you know, it's nice to crush your opponents. Let's see, 21-0 at halftime? Holy donkeys, you're not kidding, they're crushing them. That's bad. That's real bad, okay? Darren Waller doing nothing, but what do you expect when you have 0 points? Alright, real quick, I gotta run to the bathroom again. We got about 10-15 more minutes in us. We might be able to get to the lab before the end of the night. So, just keep pushing along here. My PS2 is loud as fuck, by the way. You can just hear it whirring. Like the fan sounds terrible or something. It's probably full of dust. It's old as shit. I don't know, but I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. Don't think the Raiders even got a first down. Oh my god. I saw a lot of people thought that the Chargers were going to crush the Raiders on this one. So that means the Cardinals are the only undefeated team left. Which is insane to think about. That there's only one already. It's been an insanely competitive year for a lot of these teams. We'll hold on to that because I don't know what's my future. This is officially done, I think. He made some good deep throws from what I saw. Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, Justin Fields looked good. He takes a lot of time with his throws. He's by far probably one of the slowest guys to release the ball in the NFL right now. He's terribly slow. But man, the payoff is wild because while he's late to throw it, he's waiting for somebody deep that's open, and he throws absolute dimes to those people. So if he has time, he will slice and dice a defense. If he doesn't have time, well, he's probably going to get sacked a lot like we saw against the Browns. You know, that's kind of how it is. I don't think... Oh, wait. Yeah, they handled the Rams the other day. Arizona and Murray looked good. Honestly, the Cardinals were my dark horse team to go all the way last year, and injuries kind of fell apart, made them fall apart. Murray had a shoulder thing that was kind of screwing up, but I had him on fantasy. He was giving me 40-point games and everything. He was doing insane. And now this year, the story is exactly the same. The guy's insane, but they got a better team. Their defense is crazy. Their offense is insane. But it's like, for fantasy purposes, I hate the Cardinals offense. They've got, 5 receivers who could have 20 points in any given game. Could be Christian Kirk, could be Rondale Moore, could be DeAndre Hopkins, could be AJ Green. And I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. Oh, look at that little sparkly. So they're always insane. He just needs the line to hold up. Yeah, I have him on one of my fantasy teams this year. Oh, that's just a smart call. Last year I was able to get him late because everyone was sleeping on him. No one slept on Kyler Murray this year, and they're definitely not next year. I got Herbert and I got Hurts this year because everyone was sleeping on Hurts. And he's been putting up 24 to damn near 40-point games for me. Herbert had a couple slow weeks, but he's getting it together. Sir, I can't see if you could get out of the way. Sir? Sir? Well, he didn't get out of the way. Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem in the NFL right now is offensive lines. If offensive lines can just get good, can hold up. I think all these rookies can start doing really well. There's a lot of teams that's the only part that's really missing. And there's teams that'll invest a ton of money into it, and then, those who don't. Oh, you've got to be... Okay, there's something here. Someone said this is a fucking joke. What is this good for? What is the first thing? Experimental animals. Okay. It's like a Scooby-Doo. Oh my god, Sherry, I hate you. Follow me. You're worse than Ashley in Resident Evil 4. Yeah, the Jets haven't had a good one since 2010. Is that when you guys made it to the championship game? You gotta have a good one. I think so too. But All these damn GMs keep wanting the star receiver, the big running back, the quarterback with the big name, and they're all supposed to just fix the issue. But the issue is, if you had a good offensive line, you could take any of those players, they can be mediocre, and they'll succeed. You know, great players can be mediocre with a bad offensive line. Mediocre players can be great with a good offensive line. It's... Oh! Not cool, man. I just think it's more important. Problem is getting all 5 to be good. If you got all 5 that are pretty good, you don't really need extra protections. You don't need to do tight ends as much, except for maybe blitz pickups. Solid. Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Ah, man. The Bears have, like, always flirted with having good ones. They'll have good pieces, and then they won't work well together. And then some weeks, like some weeks right now, our offensive line is tattered and strung together. And some weeks, they're really fucking good. And in other weeks, they're really fucking terrible. Do you see the descriptions on mine are whacking the fuck out? Not bueno. Let's put that away. I think we don't want to save here. Right? This is going to be ballsy. This is going to be risky. Crazy, some might even say. But we are going to wait to save. LOL. To be honest, I'm just shocked that the Raiders have looked as good as they are. It feels like the Bears last year. Bears were like 5-0 last year. They were the number 1 in the NFC for a couple of hours before the Seahawks won a Monday night game. They looked so good, but we all knew it wasn't real. And I feel like that's with the Vikings. Like, we Bear fans wanted it to be real, but we knew we had Matt Nagy as a coach. We knew what we were missing. Come on, little girl. No, that's the Broncos. Yeah, the Broncos are legit. I saw a funny meme. It was like, you know, you ever see like cartoons and stuff where people hold back their wrinkles by putting like a pin in the back of their head and everything? And it was some meme of the Broncos holding back and pretending like their undefeated streak is really good because they're 3-0, but they were 3-0 against 3 0-3 teams. Their 3 wins came against 3 teams who are combined for 0 wins and 9 losses. So the Homer Simpson meme, yep, that's the one. So you've seen it. You've seen it. That was hilarious. I was like, this is facts. And here's the thing. You know what? Maybe in their game yesterday, they would have had a better chance with Teddy Bridgewater in, because Teddy Bridgewater has been pretty fire. But then he got knocked out with concussion, and you hate to see it. You hate to see it to a good player. But he is an injury-prone dude. He's like a top 20 guy. I won't give him much more than that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's take this. And he just can't stay healthy. He's made of glass. So then enter Drew Lock. Garbage. Garbage guy. No offense, Drew Lock, if you're watching. If you're watching, Drew Lock, you can still like, follow, and give me stars, and I'll probably sing a different tune. But in the meantime, you're garbage. Can you imagine? Drew Lock's just looking out for small streamers, happens to be watching right now, and he's like, fuck this guy. Calling me garbage. Here I am, and I can't even throw a football 40 yards. I don't know if I can throw a football 30 yards. But I will talk shit about Drew Lock. All day and all night, baby. Yeah, Jets, Giants, and Jags. Oh, that's what it was. Nice. Honestly, some of the worst. The Giants have been, like, sneaky good. Sneaky good and sneaky competitive. And now that Saquon Barkley's kind of getting back to form after that ACL recovery, I don't know. They could be good. They could be better than they have been. I think the Jets and the Jags, as their quarterbacks play along and don't get injured and keep going through the season, will keep sneaky getting better and better.
My stomach hurts.
And I think the Broncos will trend in the opposite way. They had the luxury of playing those three teams when they were going to be at their worst this year. So, that's true. That's a fact. Do you like Bridgewater? He's a smart guy who can protect the ball. Yeah. He's, I think of him like an Alex Smith. Maybe, slightly worse Alex Smith. Good game manager. He can play the clock. He's going to be able to switch it to run when he needs to, make the short and intermediate throws that he needs to, but he's never going to do those deep balls that make you go, wow. He's never going to blow your balls off when then he plays, but he does play a smart game, and he lets his defense do the work while putting up the amount of points he needs to win. He's not going to put up 35, 40 points in a good game against a good team. Oh, I was kidding. I was kidding. Motherfucker can't take a joke. Still kidding. I'm still kidding. Yeeks! We good? We good? You done? Oh, he ain't done. I do not remember this gun much, but it is tits. I am digging this thing. We made it. We're in the lab. Cheers.
Sherry.
The way it made him freeze up and everything every hit, it was awesome. Yeah, he's not going to give you 300 yards and 2 touchdowns on a regular basis. He reminds me of Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, he's like Tyrod Taylor, where he's going to start for a team that is absolutely desperate at quarterback and get way overpaid for it for years. You know, he might be, if his injuries don't catch up to him too bad, he might be like a Ryan Fitzpatrick, who will play into his like mid to late 30s, constantly starting for these teams but never being the guy.
You're finally awake.
maybe he's good enough to carry us because we got
That's
a lot of
okay.
good skill
You
players
can.
around and a good
I'm sure it'll
defense.
keep you safe.
And that's exactly what the Broncos are.
Thank you.
They got good receivers. They got a couple of
Even though
decent running backs. Like
I'm
Melvin
an
Gordon
only
can
child, neither of my
do it.
parents ever spent
He might
much
not be your
time
only guy,
because of their work.
but he can win a game for you. They got, what, there's Royce Freeman or somebody else
Now
who's
that
there.
you're with me,
Tim Patrick's doing insanely well. Cortland Sutton's good. Jerry Judy's good. So they got quite a bit of good players on offense around him, and their defense is stellar. So,
Sherry,
so long as they got a quarterback who's not going to throw the ball away,
I'll be right back.
like Drew
As soon
Lock
as I
does,
found the antidote for you.
then they could easily be somebody. Again, I just don't think they'll ever be able to beat those teams with the quarterbacks that can absolutely light it up. A team with a mediocre defense and an insanely good quarterback is going to be better than, generally better, than a perfect team with a bad quarterback or a mediocre one. Alright, we've made it. Shit, I want to hold on to this. See you later, grenade launcher. Actually, it might be better to bring the grenade launcher. You know what I mean? Take the fire rounds. We'll take the... Yeah. Yeah, we'll just take the fire rounds. Because we know what's down here. Please come back, game. Okay, it came back. We'll leave the acid rounds for later battles. Oh, wait, I need one of these. One of my many green herbs. Been able to stay supplied this whole time. Take that. Okay, and save. So this is where we're going to end it for tonight. If you have not had the chance to click the like button and click the follow button, two really easy things. It'll take you a couple seconds and it goes a long way. Please do. It would be highly appreciated. Thank you guys for hanging out. We had a good stream. I had no idea what was going to happen today with Facebook crashing and everything that happened with that. And still turned out pretty good, I think. The rookie out of UNC. Who's that? Which rookie out of UNC? Who are we? Is that someone I said? Yeah, any of the grenade launcher rounds. Can't go wrong with that gun. That's exactly right. But I know the plant dudes are coming up, so the fire ones just make sense. In the remake, the acid rounds are OP. Exactly. I saved the acid rounds and I just one-hit the liquors with them. Fuck them. I mean, I think it does just as good here against the liquors on the original, but I just don't... I conserve it for whatever reason. I save them... I guess I'm saving them for the boss battle, really. I think against G, it just wrecks, so that's what I gotta do. But alright. Again, if you have not had a chance to drop a like and a follow, please do. For anyone who's watching even after the stream, I didn't say that at the beginning. So I'm going to say it here at the end. And if you're watching after the stream's over, hit the like and the follow buttons. Two quick, easy things, and I'll shout you out like Mohan did here over the weekend. And if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Easy things. So let's do a couple quick shout outs here. Running back Williams. Oh, yes, that's who we're talking about. Yes. I heard he's supposed to be good, but I haven't really followed him much. And I guess if he was really good, I'd hear a lot about it. So I just haven't yet. So let's start off by thanking our star supporters. Whoops. Appreciate you, James Barker, for coming in and dropping your 203 stars you had left over. Hopefully we'll see more of you in the future. You can just drop by, drop a like, drop a follow, whatever. But huge shout out to you, James Barker, for taking the time to come over here and pass those off to me. Thank you, Sadie Barker, for the other 100 stars. Appreciate you guys. We got 303 stars out of that. Oh shit! And we completed our stars goal. I don't know when we did that. We must have done that last week. No, we would have done that tonight. We would have done that tonight. We completed our stars goal to fund the lighting setup to make the green screen work here. I discovered very quickly. Got the green screen, put it up, and without proper lighting, like chunks of your face are missing and everything. It just doesn't work. So, thank you guys for helping support that. I think I had something else. I had something else in mind. I forgot what it was. It's been a while. That we were going to work on towards next to upgrade the stream. So I'll have to remember what that is and update the goal for tomorrow. Thank you guys again. That's awesome. Cheers. I'll do a shot to start the stream tomorrow, because I know the Star Senders would want that. They like to drink, so I like to drink. So we'll do that. Cheers. That'll make me a lot more silly. Can't go wrong there. So anyway, the rest of the shout outs here. Thank you again to Mohan for the follow over the weekend and the coming back on here during the stream and dropping a like. Appreciate you. Jaden, thank you for the like. And I believe the shares, because there was some shares when you were in here right in the beginning, dropping some comments too right at the top. Thank you, Sadie, for the likes and the shares and chatting along with us today. And James for chatting along with us for a little bit there. Appreciate all of that. Thank you, Justin, for the like and share. I believe you did both. Yeah. And for chatting along with me. It always keeps me more entertained. I love having people to talk to. If I don't have anyone to talk to, it's a real boring stream for me. I can talk to the screen the whole time and the camera, but it's more fun to actually talk to somebody. So thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. Thank you, William, for the like and the shares. Black Ram GX Gaming for the like. I do not know which one of the admins went through and liked the stream with my account. That's really funny. I had my controller in my hands at the time it happened, so that was wild. Kayla, thank you for the like. Sam, thank you for the like and share. Debbie Blackwell, thank you for the like, the share, and the follow. Hell yeah. And chatting along with us for a little bit. Hopefully we'll see more of you out there, Debbie. Big shout out to you. And Gil Mario, thank you for the like. Appreciate everybody. You guys all made the night special. Made it fun. Justin, thanks for bouncing some ideas off me for the horror games. I'm going to have to look into some more. We're going to keep going. I think while I got the PS2 set up, I might do Resident Evil 3 Nemesis right after. I've talked about it. And since it's so much work to get it set up, I haven't really done it before. But while it's here, might as well do it. It couldn't be more than a day or two. I could probably do it with the rest of the day, Wednesday and Thursday. And then I'll be done with the old classics that I have. Maybe if I can find a good condition Dino Crisis, I might get that. I've watched people play it, and I've watched the second and third one, and they seem to get a little wonky and a little more actiony and kind of off in a different direction. So it seems like the first one would be the main one I'd want to play. So that'll be on the list here. Take a look at that and some of the other ones we've talked about and see what I can find and what I can get on current gen or old, whatever I can make work. So, and the trivia question tonight before I forget. So the question was, what type of pasta translates as little worms? The answers were spaghetti, linguine, vermicelli, and fusilli. I don't know what the fuck these words are. I don't speak Italian. So, linguine, 14% of you voted for that. That's incorrect. I forget what that is. Is that like the big ones? Is it the ribbon ones? Is it the bow tie? I don't know what it is. Fusilli, 14% of you voted for that. That's wrong as well. I really don't know what that is. Never heard of that word. Spaghetti is where I got you guys. The majority of you guys guessed spaghetti, and it is wrong because it's the one you know, and it's long and skinny and kind of worm-like, but it's not a little worm. In fact, the answer is, and 29% of you guessed this, so still a pretty good number, Vermicelli. I don't know what that is. I'm going to look it up quick and I'll put it on the screen. So apparently, this is vermicelli. And this is essentially spaghetti in my eyes. I do not know what the difference is. It just looks skinnier and more ropey. Well, I'm confused. Apparently they are different. Vietnamese rice vermicelli. I don't know what the difference is. I'm sorry if you got it wrong and you guessed spaghetti, because that seems essentially right to me. Yeah, that's what that is. So, congratulations to those of you who guessed vermicelli. And there's someone who's got to be Italian in here going, he can't even say it right. And that's not even a good Italian accent, so I'm going to stop. Anyway, once again, it was a good night. Thank you, everybody. If you have not had that chance to like or follow, please do so. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 6/9 Central Standard Time. We're going to finish this playthrough, start and see how far we get through Leon Scenario B, and go from there. It's going to be a fun week, a lot of good times. Keep on coming back and chatting along and hanging out. Justin, I think it's just thinner. I think so too. It just looks thinner, but it seems just as long and looks very similar. Kind of like angel hair spaghetti. Ooh, that could be. There's probably a bunch of different names for it. I mean, everyone has different names for these different types of noodles. I just never heard of it. I looked up different types of noodles to find fake answers for this, and I'm looking at the list, and I'm like, I do not know what the large majority of these are. There's like 3 different types of noodles. I know what they are. It's spaghetti. There's the long, flat, ribbony ones that go in that one dish. I can't think of what it is. It's like the Italian cake, which is noodles, meat, sauce. I don't know. You probably know exactly what I'm talking about, but I can't think of it. All right. Have a good one, Justin. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Deuces.